Prior to coming to Kent State, Dr. Warren served as provost and senior vice president at Virginia Commonwealth University. She spent 14 years at VCU, starting as a professor and head of the School of Education's Division of Health, Physical Education, and Recreation, and later serving as dean of the School of Education. Before joining VCU, Dr. Warren held faculty positions at Smith College, Auburn University, Appalachian State University, and Lander University. In all of these posts, Dr. Warren earned a reputation as a consensus builder and an effective communicator. Dr. Warren is an internationally respected and widely published scholar in the fields of education and exercise physiology. She is a fellow of the American College of Sports Medicine and the Research Consortium of the American Alliance for Health, Physical Education, Recreation, and Dance. She was elected to the ACSM Board of Trustees and is a former president of its Southeast chapter.
He has the long version.
I do. A North Carolina native, but we're almost finished.
Okay, good.
Dr. Warren holds a bachelor's degree from the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, a master's degree from Southern Illinois University, and 2 doctorates, that's why it's so long, an EDD in Administration of Higher Education from the University of Alabama, and a PhD in exercise physiology from Auburn University. I'm pretty sure that she's the only person in this room who roots for both Alabama and Auburn, but I'd like to point out that she now is exclusively a fan of Kent State. President Warren.
Absolutely. Wonderful. That was great. Oh my, what a pleasure to see all of you. I cannot believe all of you here for yet another Poynter Media Ethics Conference. How many of you are multiple attendees to these conferences? You know how good they are then, don't you? And the reason they are so good, I'm a little prejudiced, but I get to do that here at Kent State, is this is a fabulous College of Communication and Information. It is a fabulous School of Journalism and Mass Communication. And the person responsible for this wonderful idea of discussing ethics in media, Jan Leach. Yes. You know, she actually had the vision to create this 10 years ago. And just think where we've come over 10 years and how so very important continuing discussions of ethics in media is so important. And I would say, Jan, and we've seen many things, even in my short tenure here, about 78 days at Kent State University, is ethics is so very important in all that we do. And that's why I'm so delighted to see so many of you here. I believe that Kent State University lives with integrity every day. How many of you are our students here at Kent State University? Oh my goodness. So you are the reason that we are here. And what I so appreciate by the School of Journalism in this college is that from day one, I realized the close connection of professionals in the field, faculty who are imparting knowledge, and students who have dreams and aspirations for careers in journalism or communication in some form. And guess what? Your world is changing so dramatically. Students, you are going to get to create the world of journalism. So while you're here learning techniques that currently exist, I hope that you are also entrepreneurially thinking in your mind, what's the next big thing in media? Because you will discover that. You will be our hope for a future that I think as we discover different avenues, different ways of communication, that we don't lose sight of the purpose of this conference, and that is that we do so with integrity. I love the idea of the privacy in 6. I just signed it on my hands and knees with my own version. So I thank you, and I have to tell a couple of personal stories. How many of you are Ohioans? Well, I must tell you that as a newcomer to the state of Ohio, I've never received such a warm welcome. And I do come from a part of the country, you heard the background, where I should know a thing or two about hospitality. But there's something genuinely true about the Ohio hospitality. It's this down-to-earth genuineness that I have felt from day one. And I have had interaction with this school and with those young products that are going to be our future from day one. When I was announced as the next president of Kent State University, a very, very high honor, sitting at the table with the media were our students. And when the press conference was over, I glanced over and I saw students talking with professors, and I'm sure analyzing the day and what the day meant. And that meant so much to me, because that's what I believe is the true power of education, is when we work hand in hand, students and faculty and staff, to make a difference in this world. And we do that not in a tiered sort of way, not in a hierarchy sort of way, in a way that we exemplify that everyone matters. And when I think about the heart of ethics, if we could remember that tenet, that you matter, everyone matters, and that we treat that relationship with respect, then I think all else falls into place. But it's a pleasure to welcome you to Kent State University. I'm so proud of this university. The weather, I hope, holds out for you, but it has been a spectacular day so far. And this is one of the most beautiful campuses on which I've ever had the opportunity to be a part of it. So I think you can tell I'm so honored to be a part of this community, very pleased to have had the opportunity to come to you today, not only to say welcome, but to tell you how much I admire what you do. And know that tomorrow morning, students, what is it, 7:30, we will be in our media debrief that we are doing. There we are. Every 2 weeks, we have our media time together, and it has been absolutely delightful. I wish you well as you go through this conference, and please, please come up with those great ideas of how we manage big data and how we manage life together with respect. So thanks. Have a great day.